Good morning. Just get comfortable. I didn't realise this chair creaks quite a bit, doesn't it? But I'll try and keep still. Excuse the state of me. I've just got back from walking the dogs and I got a little bit wet and now the sun's coming out. So there you go. Sod's law, as they say. Right, so let's say big weigh in this morning. Turns out I've lost just over 1 kilogram in the second week, which I knew would, the weight loss would drop off dramatically. It always is, on all my previous diets. I've lost quite a bit in the first week and then you sort of do slow down. And I want to slow down because if I don't, I know in the past when I've lost weight quickly and, within 6 months, I've never ever kept it off. I've always managed to put it back on. And like I say, this diet is an actual lifestyle change. So it's not only am I on restricting sugar or cutting out sugar as much as possible, I intend to keep it that way for the rest of my life. So it's not just, a quick fix. It's going to be a lifestyle change. And also, just a minute. All right, just a minute, I need to deal with that. Sorry about that. It's Dexter. If Ruby goes to play with one of his toys and he gets upset and he just sits there and he barks and barks and barks at her. And I'm sure sometimes Ruby does it on purpose to annoy him. So I've got him here with me now, so hopefully he'll be quiet. So yeah, like I was saying, it's not a quick fix diet. It's going to be a lifestyle change, and it's going to be for life. Now that's not to say when I get down to a reasonable size and my blood sugars levels are good and I'm not obese, if you like, then occasionally you can have a treat, but it's not going to be every day, every meal, which is what it's been in the past. So that's the way it is. I've just got to accept that I'm not one of those people that can eat what they like and get away with it. I'm unfortunately one of those people that has to, from now on at my age, be careful what I'm eating. So back to the actual My Green Table, which was the company that we got our meals from. And I just want to say, because my mum got confused with it this morning. She thought it was meals for 3 meals a day. It's not 3 meals a day. You sort your own breakfast and lunch out. This is just the evening meal. It's all the ingredients for the evening meal for us. So, it's just the 5 meals, 5 evening meals, or you can have the 3 evening meals, whatever plan you prefer. So anyway, I got the ingredients out yesterday. Now, I probably should have started cooking it a bit earlier because I waited till after 6 o'clock. Like I say, we were having our meals after 6. But I probably could have started it about 5:30 because we ended up eating about 6:45, which is probably a little bit too late. I rather eat between 6 and 5:30 at the latest. So anyway, got it all out, and like I say, it was Bombay potato with kale, and it had some lovely chili spiced salsa with it, and some coconut yogurt with coriander and mint leaves in it. Now that we had to chop it all up, so we had fresh garlic, fresh ginger. The only thing that they gave us that was pre-mixed was the spice mix. Turmeric, that's like what they call a pantry supply. I didn't realise that, and lucky enough we did have turmeric in the pantries, so I must check that next time to make sure, look through the week's plan and make sure I've got what they call the staple ingredients. So anyway, it was easy, very easy to put together. My husband did the chopping, so he chopped the onion. Oh yeah, it was onions as well. So he chopped the onions, the garlic. We've got like a little mincing machine thing. Well, it's a smoothie maker actually, but it's got a small grinding sort of attachment, and we use that to do the garlic and the ginger. And anyway, so I won't go through the gory details, but basically it was really nice. It was more than enough for 3 people. So based on that, I mean, we're going to wait and see the rest of the meals this week, but based on that, I think we could probably cut it down to the couples portions, because, you know, the portions that we had, it was 5 naan breads in this big bowl of the potato and the kale and what have you. And my husband's taken the rest to work today, but it was a big lunch, you know, and he doesn't normally have that much. So we've decided he could probably sacrifice the lunches and cut down and have the smaller couple size meals, but it's too late for next week. Plus I've got friends coming next week, so they can have it as well, and if it's not big enough, then I'll pump it up with some veggies. But the following week, I'm definitely probably going to cut it down to the couple size, so it's, you know, because I can't bear waste, I've told you that. And so like I say, I had the 5 naan breads. I ate one, John ate one, and John's taken one for work this morning. I probably could have done with just half of one, to be honest, and he probably could have just done with half of one. So I've put the spare 2 in the freezer. So, you know, they're left over. So and I'll use them another time for another meal. Perhaps when my friends come, I can, you know, get some naan bread out to eat with whatever's planned for that day. So so that's it, really. The weigh-in was good. I was glad, because I was a little bit iffy about whether I'd lost any weight, because like I say, I have been eating well. You know, I've not sort of cut down to nothing, whereas before, when I was on the calorie controlled diet, I always made sure that my breakfast added up to 200 calories, my lunch was no more than 300, and my main meal was about 500. There was no room for error along the way, you know. So I didn't, like I say, I had that boiled egg when I, you know, mid-afternoon, and if I feel I want something mid-morning or mid-afternoon, I've been having fruit. So on the 1,000 calorie diet, there wasn't really any room for going off the rails, if you like. I had to, you know, really strictly stick to it, and I did, but it didn't work, you know. So on this particular regime, I'm hoping to eat the normal size meals, but like I say, not having sugar, and definitely no fat in last night's meal. I mean, I used a small amount of olive oil to fry off the spices and that, and other than that, there wasn't any fat in it at all. So maybe a little bit in the yogurt, but I mean, only a tiny amount. So so that's good. So anyway, so hopefully, you know, I can keep it up. I feel quite strong about it at the moment. I feel quite keen to keep going. I'm not put off in any way. I've had friends supporting me, which is great. I've had a lady on here that's supporting me on my channel, which is great. You know, when you get the support, it does help. You know, it does help, you know, keep you going, really, keep you motivated, shall we say. So anyway, that's all for now, and I may do a video in the week, or I may not. I've got to do a video for my other channel, which is the orchids, gardening and growing orchids in New Zealand. So I need to sort of do a video for that channel. So I may not catch up again till next week, but I will catch up next week. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like or dislike and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.